Makes his whole way to the goal.
All right.
Like Moses. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Central Penn Knights Soccer. We come to you from Adams-Ricci Park in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, where the Central Penn Knights will host the Hagerstown Community College girls soccer team. So this is ladies soccer today, a change up from our last two matches, which were the men's teams here at Central Penn. Good news for the Knights. They're coming off a 2-game winning streak and their record is 2-1 overall. Hagerstown comes in 2-7 overall with a 6-game losing streak. The match is about to begin, so the coaches are getting their squads completely aligned on the field, and I expect the referees to start the game any time when they have a brief conversation out there in the field. The coaches today for Central Penn, of course, as it has been the last 3 years, it's Ubaldo Murillo calling the shots for the Knights, and Clifton Williams and his assistant Matt Speaker come up with the Hagerstown team to put their squad together, and there's the whistle and the game begins. So Hagerstown kicks off with the ball, and Central Penn quickly wins that ball away. Standard midfield play, as you would expect the first minute of a game. A lot of kicking, not a lot of passing. And as the two teams settle down and start to establish some rhythm and some possession, we'll have something to talk about. It's a beautiful day out here for soccer. It's about 64 degrees, a heavy cloud base, but it's not raining, and there's just enough wind to blow my notes around. So it's a perfect afternoon for soccer. My name is Doug Fisher. I'm a professor at Central Penn, and I'm pleased to bring you this game. We're produced today by Professor Paul Miller, who runs the Knights Broadcasting Club at Central Penn. And we look forward to sharing this game with you, and you can watch what's happening on the internet. And whether it's your kids or just a fan of the game, it's a chance to. And there's Wisland breaking into the open for Central Penn on a breakaway. The goalkeeper for Hagerstown comes out and makes a terrific save on the play. That's Bailey Burkett, number 14, and she came off her line effectively and forwarded that attack. But that was a significant opportunity for Central Penn, not even a minute and a half into the game. So that's terrific. It's a good way to start the game. Verna Wisland, number 9 for Central Penn, is she's a Mechanicsburg lady that has played for a couple years on this team, and she is a jet with a very fierce shot. Scores a lot of goals, and a lot of the goals for Central Penn. Hustles, terrific fitness. And again, the ball's just being knocked around. Now there's Wisland again, wide right with the ball. Plays a nice singer through the box to a wide open, oh boy. Central Penn just missed a significant opportunity. That was a wide open shot for Hannah Garber on the left-hand side on a zinger played through on the ground from Wisland, and just missed it. The goalkeeper again came off her line quickly and made a nice save. So two significant opportunities at the output at the start of the game for the Central Penn Knights. Number 11, Emily Askin, just plays a ball deep in for Hagerstown. Now their midfielder, number 10, Megan Smith, is controlling the midfield, controlling the ball and looking to play balls up front. And as usual, the rock of the Central Penn defense comes up with a big save. Her name is Alina Griffith. Alina, number 6. Alina Griffith, she's from Maryland. Westminster High School down in Maryland, and Alina is a tremendous defender, very tough, very effective, reads the game well. I know she came out and trained with our boys team numerous times, and very, very strong player, really holds her own in any circumstances. So they'll have a hard time getting through her, and I'm sure they'll figure that out and find another route to take eventually. So here's a corner kick. Really interesting situation with Hagerstown. So it's a corner kick, and they have their tallest player taking the kick, Emily Askin. I'm not sure why a coach would have his tallest player take a corner kick, because, you know, on a corner, you really want your tallest player right in front of the goal so they have an opportunity to head a ball on goal. So that's an interesting strategy, to say the least, but that's what he went with. So You got to have faith in Coach Clifton Williams. He knows what his squad can and can't do. So here comes Central Penn out of the back. Number 16, Paige Cassell, comes out and trying to control the ball in the midfield. Paige clears the ball out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Community College of Hagerstown, Maryland. As soon as the ball is retrieved. And their right wing is none other than 11, Emily Nahaskin. Emily's a very, very tall female player, probably 6 foot or better, coming in from the right wing. Number 3, Nada Shalaz, playing the defense on this side for Central Penn on the left side and doing a fine job. A ball caroms into the area, which is an opportunity for Hagerstown. They now have the ball inside the 18. Ball is played towards goal and a nice save by goalkeeper Sierra DeWalt. That's the first time I've seen Sierra play goalkeeper, but I can tell you she's one fantastic student. Really hard worker in the classroom, just a terrific young lady and a very, very good student. Counting major. And here comes Central Penn down the left side of the field. Ball played forward to Hannah Garber again. Number 16, Tilly Durr, plays that ball back to her keeper, and it's cleared out into the midfield. So here comes Hagerstown the other way, attempting to build some possession. Hagerstown's number 21 bringing it down the left-hand side. That's Taylor Neff, and she's trying to get it inside the area, and she has done so. Ball played through the area. Boy, dangerous ball right through the mouth of the goal. Twice actually, right to left, left to right, and right to left. 2 very dangerous balls through the area, and there's an offside call, so that'll be Central Penn's ball coming out. Number 11, Emily Askin, offsides for Hagerstown. So it's Central Penn ball coming out of the back. This has not been a boring game. We're probably 4 or 5 minutes into this match, and there's been at least 4 significant scoring opportunities for these two squads. And if you're a soccer fan, you know that that's a significant amount of action for that period of time. So here comes Central Penn out of the back. Garber working the ball with Paige Cassell, working a wall pass on the left-hand side.
Let's go. You're good.
Paige Cassell plays a left-footed ball deep into the area on the left-hand side, cleared out by Hagerstown goalkeeper Bailey Burkett, who's the goalkeeper for Hagerstown. There's a throw-in on the right side to Hagerstown. Number 11, Emily Askin taking that throw, and here's Alina Griffith in the back. Again, Alina is she's the Central Penn Knight that the opposing team does not want to try to go through. She is a tough defender. And Central Penn relinquishes a corner kick to Hagerstown, so here's another scoring opportunity. I'm still fascinated by the fact that their tallest player takes the corner, but that's fine. So we'll see what Clifton Williams' squad can do here with this corner kick opportunity. Number 11 plays it into the area, and it is kicked around a little bit. There's a shot. Oh, a significant shot, but a really good job of clearing it. Nice save by Sierra DeWalt. Terrific save and goal. And out come the Knights. Central Penn defending in their deep right corner as Hagerstown loses the ball out of bounds. Now it's a Central Penn throw. From deep on the right-hand side, the Knights will take this throw in. Number 8, Kayla Murren will take the throw. Another tall soccer player, probably 5'10" at least. And Verna Wislin wins another throw-in on the right-hand side. She'll give that up to number 8, Kayla Murren, who will take the throw. And Verna, again on the right-hand side, ball's knocked out of bounds by Hagerstown. Verna with the throw-in. She gets it to number 1, Erica Morgan, who's been a really, really strong player in this game. Haven't had a chance to say her name that often, but Morgan is obviously a very solid player, playing in the middle of the field. This is our first look as an announcing team at this squad this year, so some of these players are new. Here's Nada running onto a ball. Nada Shalal playing in the midfield, defensive midfield. And there's a really nice ball played in from the back, and the goalkeeper for Hagerstown makes the play. Easy save for them, and out they come. That's Bailey Burkett in goal for Hagerstown. A strong leg. Her punt is probably 40-50 meters coming out of the back. This is Hagerstown's best player, number 10. A very, very strong possession player, good passer. Of course, as I say that, she gives the ball up, but she's a terrific player. And Central Penn returns the favor, bringing a ball out of the back and turning it over. And Hagerstown's coming down the left-hand side. Central Penn fighting their way out of the back. Number 28, Michelle Partenheimer. Michelle Partenheimer loses the ball out of bounds, and it's Hagerstown's throw. Partenheimer is a local player, came out of Central Dolphin High School, a soccer powerhouse in this region. Very, very strong high school program. Usually in the state quarters, semis. Good place to learn the game. Hagerstown takes the throw in from the left side. I'm not sure it was a legal throw, but they got away with it. So it's Hagerstown ball coming up into the area. Nada makes a nice play defensively. And here's Central Penn trying to win that ball out and reverse the direction of play. Real even match so far. For a 2-7 team playing a 2-1 team, I'd say this has been fairly even match in terms of the quality of play. It's interesting, Hagerstown has a real solid midfielder, number 10, just a terrific player, and Central Penn has Wislin, who's also a phenomenal player and goal scorer. So it'll be interesting to see if the playmaker or the goal scorer comes through in this game and creates the first real significant goal opportunity here. Good win for Nada out of the back. Good hustle. Number 8, Kayla Murren, a real midfield presence for the Knights. She just continually wins balls and is able to clear them out of the back. She's got size, speed, and strength. Turning into a tennis match, right to left, left to right. The ball's getting kicked a lot right now, not passed so much, but again, that will settle down. That happens in soccer, especially on a smaller pitch. You know, the legal field for soccer is typically 120 by 80, which is a very large field. And when you consider that an NFL football game is played on 100 by 50 or something right thereabouts, I believe it's 50 wide. Well, here's Wislin with a breakaway. Right-hand side for Central Penn, gets the shot off, but there's a save. And boy, that was close. Morgan ran onto that ball, but number 14, the goalkeeper for Hagerstown, Bailey Burkett, again comes up with another big play, and she's been Hagerstown's rock so far. Immediately, the ball is down in the Central Penn end, where Hagerstown gets a shot off. Wide right over to the left, and it goes out of bounds, just misses the goal. Sierra DeWalt wasn't able to get to it, and that was a dangerous opportunity for Hagerstown. Central Penn's going to have to be careful with her as well. That's number 21, Taylor Neff. She's a sophomore out of Fair Play in Maryland. Went to Williamsport High School, not to be confused with the Williamsport High School in this region in Pennsylvania. The goal kick for the Knights goes out of bounds, so this will be Hagerstown's ball coming the other way, back towards Central Penn. So Central Penn working the ball back out of the left-hand side, and the left Paige Cassell loses the ball out of bounds, so this will be another Hagerstown throw coming in from the right-hand side. Looks like it'll be taken by number 13, Eddie Cauliflower, not spelled like the vegetable, C-O-L-L, number 13 for Hagerstown. Solid player, right back. Takes the throw into their rock, number 10. Terrific player, passer, control player, rhythm player. It's interesting how the number 10 seems to go hand in hand with central midfield. And there's a ball played, dangerous ball played right into the middle of the goal area against Central Penn by Hagerstown. And two significant scoring opportunities for Hagerstown, and neither chance are they able to get off a shot. But they continue to have the ball just outside the area. Number 23, Ryla McKinnon. Real nice control of that ball, and she ends up taking a shot, but it ends up going wide left. So it'll be a goal kick for the Knights coming out of the back. Coach Murillo is shouting instruction from the Central Penn sideline, letting his squad know what to do. It looks like he's with 11 today, so the good news is he doesn't have to decide who will be the starters. He's got 11 players out there, and they'll all play, and that's how it is. And I believe that it looks like Hagerstown may have one substitute, so this is a pretty even match. Offside call against Hagerstown, so that'll be Central Penn ball coming out of the back. So I believe the 11 or the 22 that are out there on the pitch are the ones that will be playing this game for the most part. We might see one substitute, and I don't see shin guards on hers, so I'm not sure if we'll have any subs in this game, but we'll find out here as we go. So that'll make it interesting. So here's Verna Wislin up front. Again, the scoring opportunity for, the scoring opportunity for Central Penn Knights. Unfortunately, there's a questionable call. Trip called for Hagerstown coming out of the back. Hagerstown with the kick, about 10 yards behind midfield. They play a deep ball in there, and number 8 again comes through like a rock. She's a very solid player. Between number 8, Kayla Murren, and Griffith, Central Penn has a couple of very, very strong players in the middle of their back to prevent Hagerstown from getting near their goal. There's Nada in the midfield, passing the ball with Morgan. And Wislin gets her foot on the ball now. Wislin wins the ball right on the right-hand sideline. Tries to play it deep to number 1, Morgan, but doesn't quite get the pass through. Number 2, Erica Morgan, not to be confused, is also up on the right-hand side, looking for opportunities. I'm waiting to see if Central Penn starts to play the ball more to the right-hand side up top. They have number 2, Erica Morgan, up there, and she's not had many opportunities to put her foot on the ball. It'd be interesting to see what would happen if they would give her that chance. Or Brittany Pierre, for that matter. Here's number 13 for Hagerstown, Cauliflower, making that throw from the right-hand side. She gets it to number 10, Megan Smith, and Megan plays into the area, and Central Penn again wins that ball coming out. Here comes number 4, Hannah Garber, down the left-hand side of the field. She wins the throw, and then Cassell will come up and take that throw. So it's Central Penn ball on a throw-in, left-hand side, about halfway through the first half. Erica Morgan plays that ball from the center up to the front to Wislin. She's wide right, number 9. Takes a shot. I'm not sure the best move at that point was to take that shot because her angle was so bad. When your body is moving to the right and you try to shoot to the left, it is almost impossible to get velocity on your shot, and sure enough, it was rather soft coming across the area to the goalkeeper. Here's number 10, threat for Hagerstown, Megan Smith, coming into the area. She is a very good player, but unfortunately she came up against Alina Griffith for Central Penn, and again, Alina is very tough to get through. So it's fun to watch those two play against each other because you're talking about two of the better players on this pitch, working hard against one another. So here comes a corner from Hagerstown. That, of course, being taken by Emily Askin. She's taken every corner so far. So we'll see what Hagerstown can do with this corner. It's interesting, they play very spread out going into the corner, so it's a little hard for them to lose their marks. It's typical for soccer teams to bunch up and then spread apart so that it's harder to pick up a mark coming off those free kicks, but that's their strategy. Here comes Central Penn out of the back. Morgan plays that ball up to Wislin. Wislin takes it deep right. Everybody was offside. There's the offsides flag. I wondered when that was going to come up, but Central Penn appeared to have 3 players in an offside position when that ball was played out of the midfield by Wislin. So I had a feeling the flag was going to go up, but it took a while, but it happened. Number 2, Brittany Pierre, was the closest player to the area. So Hagerstown will take their free kick coming out of the back. That's an indirect. Anytime there's an offsides call, the free kick is indirect, meaning the referee will have his hand straight vertically in the air. And that means that you cannot shoot the ball directly into the goal. It must be touched by another player before a goal can be scored. So here comes Wislin at the back, plays a beautiful through ball to number 1, Morgan, and she has the first real big scoring opportunity of the game. Oh boy, she is pounding the ground because she lost her footing a little bit and hit that ball wide right and very high. And unfortunately, that was a golden scoring opportunity. At that point, it almost just a good pass into the goal would have done it. So I know she's not happy with herself, but Erica Morgan will rebound from that situation. She'll come back and get another opportunity and turn it into pay. But for right now, it's still a 0-0 match, 0-0. Here's number 4, Garber, on the left-hand side with an opportunity. And she's able to put that ball into the top of the area, but it's cleared by Hagerstown up to number 21 in the front. Hagerstown is offside. Beautiful wall pass to get number 21 into the open. Griffith, depending on the play, shot and score for Hagerstown. Lena Griffith did everything she could do on that play. Unfortunately, the two Hagerstown players just executed a flawless wall pass, and it put the young lady into a terrific position. And there's just nothing anybody could do about that one at that point. Just unfortunate, but true. Number 21, Taylor Neff, gets that goal on a beautiful pass, and she used her body perfectly to keep Alina Griffith off her back and allow herself to use her strong right foot to place that ball by Sierra DeWalt for a 1-0 lead. Now I see Central Penn has got another player. Oh, okay, they had a player off the field resting, and they're bringing that player back on the field as a substitute. So still at 11 v 11. Here comes Central Penn controlling the ball, and it's lost out of bounds left side. That'll be a throw in for Hagerstown. Garber and Cassell ready to defend for the Knights. Throw in to number 23. That's McKinnon, defended by Morgan. Ball's played deep, and Griffith's got it for the Knights. Knight plays a nice ball up to Garber. And it's Hagerstown ball coming in, and there's Smith. And you do not want Smith's foot on the ball in the area. That's a dangerous situation. Here comes Alina Griffith out of the back. Plays a deep ball to the front, trying to get the ball up to number 8, Murren, and doesn't quite get it there. Not as back covering on defense, doing a good job of getting back and covering for Alina while she's forward. Here's a ball deep right for Hagerstown. Played in deep to number 6, Malk, defended by Paige Cassell. It's interesting, I've had Paige Cassell in class before, but I've never seen her because I've had her in online classes, so I didn't know what she looked like or how big she was as a soccer player, but I knew she was on the team and I knew she was a good student. Number 23 for Hagerstown is down. That's Riley McKinnon. She went to take a shot and got kicked in the shin. Actually, she got kicked right above the foot, and that hurts. It'll go away in a second. Looks like they're going to need to work her off the field, substitute her, and give her a little bit of break. McKinnon's in a lot of pain. That does hurt. When you get kicked on that bone, there's no describing the pain, and all you have to do is wait another month till it's really cold, and it doubles the pain. So it's certainly not a fun place to be kicked. I'd rank it right up there with the funny bone in terms of having it whacked. So they'll give Coach McClinton or Clifton will give number 23 Riley McKinnon just a little bit of time to work that off, maybe walk it off, get some ice on it. Central Penn's able to bring their substitute on. So it looks like the two teams are going to play 10v10 right now, which is sportsmanship. That's fine. That allows both teams to rest their players a little bit and to have even sides as well. So this is a throw-in for Hagerstown. They'll look to get the ball to Megan Smith, number 10. She's their playmaker. Instead, it's thrown into their captain, number 21, Taylor Neff, the goal scorer. And Taylor loops the ball at the back. Now here comes Morgan out of the back for Central Penn. Unfortunately, it's an offsides call, and it was a correct call. Kayla Murren was offsides by about a step. She's not a forward, so she wouldn't know. You always want to turn your body sideways when you're ready to move into space for a ball played into that space, because then you can see if you're even with the defender, because you know in soccer, the offsides line moves the entire time. It's not a blue line like hockey. The offsides line is the second player from the goal. So wherever that player is, that's offsides when the ball is kicked. And unfortunately, their defender stepped forward, trapped Murren, and she was caught in an offside position. Here comes Hagerstown, left to right, as we're watching the game. Smith plays a beautiful ball up to number 21, Taylor Neff. Neff takes a left-footed shot that is handled well by Sierra DeWalt. Interesting, Sierra DeWalt playing in goal for the Central Penn Knights. As I mentioned earlier, terrific student, awesome young lady. Her parents are here today watching her play. They came down from neighboring Newville, Pennsylvania. They're down in Cumberland County, almost to Perry County. She's a good ways away. And Sierra's not a soccer player. She's actually one of the members of the Central Penn Knights basketball team, but they needed players this year, and she volunteered to come out, not having played soccer since very young in her life. I believe 7th or 8th grade, since she had touched a soccer ball, but here she is in a collegiate soccer game playing goalkeeper. Central Penn has the ball wide left, and Garber plays a ball towards goal, but it does not connect. So that was played towards Gleason. A player just came off the bench, and Gleason ran onto it but was unable to connect, and unfortunately that ball's now in the hands of number 14 for Hagerstown. That's the goalkeeper, Bailey Burkett. She plays the ball out of the back deep into the left-hand side. Paige Cassell using her left foot to try to defend, and it's lost out of bounds. So it's a throw-in for Hagerstown. Number 13, Cauliflower, plays that ball in to Smith. Here comes Smith down the right-hand side. Plays a beautiful ball up to Neff. Hagerstown's really connecting some passes. Their 3-4 best players tend to wisely play near each other when they're on the field. And that's how you build a lineup in soccer. If you have, you know, your 3 strongest players. You're going to put them right down the center of the field and keep them connected at center midfield, attacking midfield and forward, or something of that nature, so that they can connect passes with one another in the most efficient manner. And that's what Hagerstown has done very well in this game, and I think that's really helped them in terms of their continuity. So here's a corner kick, wide left, played into Neff, who mishits it, and it goes out of bounds. So it's a goal kick for Sierra DeWalt and the Central Penn Knights. Ball coming back out of the left. So the front runners will get up to the top, and we'll see what Central Penn can put together. Right now, Murren, number 8, has moved from center mid up to center forward, so she's up top with Morgan in behind her, tucked in, and also number 31, Madeline Gleason, who just came in. Madeline's a Perry County girl. She's from about the same area as DeWalt. She's from New Bloomfield, which is a small Perry County town. Local person, and the majority of the team is local as well. I would say 2/3 of the Central Penn Knights roster is mostly local kids. Number 13 for Hagerstown plays a bit of a weak shot in on the right side. She had a defender. Paige Cassell was sort of in her row doing a good job of defending, and that took a lot of the power off of that shot, and Sierra DeWalt handled it well. Sierra punts the ball out of the back. Tell you what, I really have to give the girls' game of soccer a lot of credit. One of the weaknesses I complain about as a coach when here's an opportunity for Central Penn going forward. Number 8, Kayla Murren, with an opportunity in the area. There's Garber with a shot from wide left, but a little too far away, and it falls into the goalkeeper's arms. I was saying, one of my real criticisms of men's soccer, especially at the collegiate level, is communication. You will see players on our men's team routinely have the ball taken off their foot, and another player's job is to tell them that that defender is there, and they fail to a lot. There's just a real lack of communication and talk in the men's game. And these young ladies, as tired as they are with no substitutes, their mouths are running. I mean, they are talking a lot, encouraging each other, communicating with one another, and there's a real nice ball. Oh, wow, that was really close. Really, really nice ball from Wisland to number 8, Murren, right out in front of the goal. That could have been a significant scoring opportunity, but offsides is offsides, and we'll go the other direction coming out of the back. That'll be number 16, Tilly Durr, bringing the ball out of the back. She's a freshman defender from Big Pool, Maryland, playing for Hagerstown Community College. She knocks that ball up into the midfield, and here we go. Smith of Hagerstown fighting Wisland. 2 of the better players on the field fighting for the ball in the midfield. It's a good battle to see. This time Smith comes away with it for Hagerstown, plays the ball up to Durr in the front. Cleared by Griffith. And Hagerstown starts their build-up from the back. And here's Smith with the ball on her foot in the midfield. Real nice pass to Durr. Durr tries to get it back to Smith. Cassell comes the whole way over from the far left side. Now, Central Penn wants to be careful here because there is an unmarked player right in front of their goal. Number 6 for Hagerstown, Taylor Mock, has just been standing there in front of the goal. But so far, so good for Central Penn, as they're able to keep the ball wide right and not allow that ball to get to that player. And here comes Central Penn, right-hand side, Morgan, who has speed and skill. She plays the ball forward to, oh, beautiful ball to number 8, and it just didn't connect. Murren just wasn't quite there, but boy, that was a great idea by Morgan and Murren to put those passes together and possibly get a shot. I think if we just give this a couple more minutes, there's going to be a significant opportunity for Central Penn here. Here's Hagerstown, deep right. Number 21, who already has a goal, and with another significant opportunity. And here comes Alina Griffith. Great win out of the back defensively by Alina, and she attempts to clear the ball, and again, clearing the ball out of the back up front. She's trying to get it to Madeline Gleason, who just came off the bench, number 31. She and Garber, number 4 on the left-hand side here, will try to connect, and here comes Wisland as well, looking for this throw-in. So 1-0 so far, 1-0 the score. Hagerstown on top. They had that one significant opportunity. Now here's an opportunity for Central Penn. Beautiful shot, just misses wide left. Boy, Morgan just had a terrific opportunity there. Erica Morgan coming across the mouth of the goal, right about 18 meters, and she got a little bit wide to the right because the defender forced that, and the ball was played there, and she was forced to take a little bit of an off-balance shot, hitting it back to the left, and the opportunity was there. It was just missed just wide right, but a real nice effort by Morgan. She's a really, really strong player. Coach Murillo doesn't have a lot of players out here, but the players he has, for the most part, they are rock solid. Some of these young ladies are very, very strong players. There's an offside call, I believe, against Morgan, so hard to tell. The referee didn't point his flag that time, so we don't know exactly where it is. When there's an offside call, the assistant referee is supposed to point his flag in a manner that tells you which third of the field the offside player was in, and he didn't do that time. So, oh, beautiful one touch by Morgan. Oh, great opportunity, trying to get the ball again to Murren, and just missed her. But boy, that was a really nice instinctive touch. Number 8, Kayla Murren, has really created some issues for Hagerstown since she moved up top. Great move by Coach Murillo, moving her from the central midfield to a forward position where she has created a lot of problems for the central defense of Hagerstown. She's a pretty good sized girl. She's tall and fast as well. And there's a goal for Central Penn on the corner. Terrific finish by Morgan. The ball was played in by Murren, and I think there was a handball right before the finish. So I'm kind of glad they didn't call the handball, because it looked like a Hagerstown defender got her arms on the ball. And sometimes refs don't call that in ladies soccer, but that was a pretty blatant handball, I think. So I'm glad they missed it, and now we're at 1-1. So good for the Central Penn Knights. They're tied up 1-1. And ready to take a lead, and potentially, I think, a commanding lead in this game before time is up. I think they have the talent on this team to take charge of this game and put a couple more goals on the board before halftime. So Hagerstown comes off the kickoff with a ball deep on the left-hand side. Paige Cassell loses it out of bounds on the left side, but she did her job. She kept them away from the goal. So here comes a throw-in for Hagerstown. Number 10, Smith, takes the throw. Cassell wins it up to Jocelyn Wislin, and we're out of the back. Here's Garber on the left-hand side, playing a ball to Morgan in the central midfield, and she gets it forward to number 8, Murren, and we are off to the races with Central Penn coming down the left side. Great ball by Murren. She cut the ball, put it on her right foot, and it was taken away by the defender. Real nice play defensively. Number 9, Wislin, plays a ball up top towards Morgan from the midfield, but it's a little too strong and goes on through to the goalkeeper, Bailey Burkett. So it is Hagerstown coming out of the back with Burkett taking the punt. Good strong leg, high kick today. A little bit of a fairly significant wind here. Play starting to get a little bit physical, but these young ladies can handle it. Here comes Griffith. And she wins the ball again, coming out of the back for Central Penn. Great ball off that defense in the back. Griffith brings it up and then plays a beautiful ball deep left to Garber. And Garber knocks it in front, trying to get it to Murren, and it doesn't quite connect. So here comes Hagerstown the other way. Number 28, Statler. Wonder if she has brothers. Number 4, Garber with the ball for Central Penn. Again, up and left. And Murren takes a strong left-footed shot. Well, she's got talent with both feet. But she goes down on good defense by number 10, Smith, for Hagerstown. And here comes Hagerstown the other direction. Wislin and Smith in a foot race. And Paige Cassell ends up clearing it out of bounds. Left-hand side. And it will be a Hagerstown throw-in. A little bit of trash talk. That's pretty normal. Actually, it's far less than the men's games. Far less. Two best players in the field, you can expect that.
Great job, Megan!
Throw in Hagerstown, left-hand side. Number 6, Taylor Mock taking the throw. And Central Penn is everywhere. There's 4 defenders all over that pass, and they're able to clear it almost to midfield, where number 13, Cauliflower, will take that throw in. Number 28, Statler, controls the ball in the midfield, knocks it up front to number 6. That's Mock. Wislin wins the ball and attempts to bring it out of the back, but Hagerstown again controls the ball into number 10, Smith, who shows poise in the midfield and controls that ball. She gets it to number 1, Taylor Neff, and it's lost. Dumped in, but nobody there for Hagerstown, and Sierra DeWalt comes off her line. Well done, Sierra, picking up that ball and bringing it out. The thing you have to remember about Sierra again is she's learning to play goalkeeper while she's playing it at the collegiate level, and that takes a lot of guts. That's a tough young lady that's willing to do that, and she does it well. Ball up front for Central Penn. Now we've got Wislin migrating up towards the middle of the field and a little more forward. Maybe Central Penn can get a run off that and get a 2-1 lead here before the half. Here's Neff with a shot at midfield. That was a deflection, so no offsides because it came off the defensive player. Therefore, it cannot be offsides because it was not played by an offensive player. But it is a goal kick for Central Penn. I guess Wislin's going to go back and take that kick. She does have a very, very strong leg, although she's an offensive player. She's not a bad choice to be taking a goal kick because she has a very, very strong leg. One of her challenges is to control her shot because it's so strong that if she's too close to goal, it ends up going over a lot. Very, very strong. Good athlete. Really, really professional and terrific young lady. Paige Cassell with defense coming out of the back. She controls the ball on the left-hand side, looks to play it forward to Anna Garber. And here's the ball from Cassell off the Hagerstown defender, number 13, and it's a throw-in for Central Penn. Okay, ball's out of bounds left-hand side again off of Hagerstown, so it's a Central Penn throw. I'm starting to see a little bit of fatigue in the Hagerstown squad. They still have some terrific players up front, but in the midfield and in the back, there's a little bit of fatigue starting to show, and Central Penn's starting to get the better of play in terms of possession. Here comes Nada on the left-hand side, working hard against Hagerstown. Now here's a dangerous player. Number 21, Neff for Hagerstown, already has a goal. Really strong player. Takes a shot wide left and again just misses. She's going to have to adjust that hammer she has because she has a really, really strong shot, but it curves left. Her ball curves every time, which means her leg curves left when she shoots it. And when her leg curls around like that and that ball's going to curl left, you have to adjust your aim accordingly. I think if she aimed right at the goalkeeper, she would be able to put those balls in the left-hand pocket, but she's aiming for her target and the ball's spinning away left every time, and she's probably lost 4 shots already wide left that she could have put on goal. So I'll bet she'll make some adjustments there. Comes the ball out of the back. Oh, unfortunate for Hagerstown. Their young midfielder, number 10, Smith, falls down on the gather and it's lost, and Central Penn counterattacks off of that. Here's number 8, Murren to the front with her patented move to the right and a really nice shot, but it's high and right. Not too far over the goal, but really long shot, probably about 23 meters on that, and she had no problem making that distance, that's for sure, because the shot was high and wide. But nice take by number 8, Kayla Murren. Kayla's from Donegal High School. I believe that's down in the Lancaster area, just outside. It's more of a rural area outside of Lancaster. And the soccer down in that area is generally very strong as well. Here's Wislin in the midfield, winning a ball, playing it forward. She gets it forward to number 31. That's Madeline Gleason. And Gleason wins the ball along the right-hand side. Nice win by her. Shows poise, pulls the ball back, gets it to Wislin, and the ball's played deep into the front of Morgan, just a little too much, and it's in the hands of goalkeeper Bailey Burkett. Hagerstown's Burkett with the free kick, won by Wislin in the midfield. Really nice agility. My thinking is here trying to keep his team fresh. I think with the, oh, here comes number 21 Neff out of the back for Hagerstown. Oh boy, was that close. Hagerstown really should have had a goal there, and they just missed a flat out open net, and they did not put the ball away. So that's good for Central Penn. Central Penn hangs on in that situation, and Murren's able to play the ball off the left-hand side to Morgan. And Morgan's got the ball up top. She knocks it into space to Gleason. And Gleason's off and running down the right-hand side of the field. Good defense by number 16, Kelly Durr, for Hagerstown. Ball lost out of bounds by Durr, and now it's Central Penn ball with a throw in right-hand side. We've got to be getting fairly close to halftime here, so they'll get a chance to rest these kids a little bit, because boy, there's just very little in the way of substitution. I think only injuries and playing down a man has enabled anybody to get off the field. Wislin plays a random ball into space. I think what we might see Coach Murillo do here after halftime, if I were a betting man, I would bet that he's going to take number 9, Wislin, Verna Wislin, and he's going to move her, or Wislin Verna, I mean, he's going to move her up top, I'll bet you, and get her running into space a little bit and see what happens when Central Penn gets a ball into space to her, because she is fast. She's a jet and has a rocket of a shot, and I just keep waiting. She's sitting back in the back now in a defensive midfield position, and that's an opportunity to rest her legs a little bit comparatively, and I really can't wait to see what happens when he turns her loose. Here's a ball to the left-hand side to, and we've got 2 whistles. 2 whistles is halftime. 3 whistles is the end of the game. 2 whistles when it's halftime. So we'll take a break and sign off here for a few minutes, and we'll be back with you soon for the second half. Central Penn Knights soccer, and the Knights are knotted right now 1-1 with Hagerstown Community College. This is Doug Fisher and my producer, Professor Paul Miller from Adams-Ricci Park in Mechanicsburg. We'll talk to you soon.